Hello guys, what's going on? Welcome back to my channel. So I recently received a comment from a guy named Gohar, and Gohar, I really hope that I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but he asked, can you make a video that covers all of the benefits of women joining Jiu Jitsu? I have quite a few female friends that I want to introduce to Jiu Jitsu, but I don't want them to be weirded out when I directly show them a man sitting in another man's legs. Great question, and I thought that it was the perfect idea for a video. I do have another video that I will list above titled 3 reasons why you should try Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and those are just kind of my opinions, my top 3 reasons why Jiu-Jitsu is so beneficial for you. But I figured that today's video is the perfect time to include all of the other amazing women in this community to talk about why Jiu-Jitsu is so great for them. So I reached out to my followers on Instagram and I asked all the ladies that train Jiu-Jitsu to tell me all of the benefits that Jiu-Jitsu has given them. So I'm super excited to share their responses, so let's get chatting. Okay, so I've got about a little over 40 responses yesterday, which is so great. All of these responses are just amazing, and it makes me so happy that all of these women love Jiu-Jitsu so much and that it's done so many great things for them. But a reoccurring answer, probably in almost every response, was confidence. So let's pull a few of those answers out. So some of the answers that talk about how Jiu-Jitsu has built their confidence. Feeling confident if I need to defend myself. Jiu-Jitsu has made me feel more confident and strong. It has given me confidence and it shows me how much more I can take mentally and physically. Confidence in defending myself. Confidence 100% to do anything. Changed my life, improved my confidence. Feeling more confident on the streets. I only train stand-up, so Jiu-Jitsu has added another element. Boosted my confidence and helped my daily mindset. I've gained so much confidence. You get it. Pretty much everyone has gained confidence from doing Jiu-Jitsu. And a big part of this new self-confidence is self-confidence in being able to protect yourself, being able to defend yourself if, God forbid, something were to go down and you had to defend yourself. I've talked about this before, and in my humble opinion, I think that Jiu-Jitsu is the best form of self-defense for women. And honestly, not even because of the things and the techniques that you learn in class, but because you are put to the test every single time you train. In the second half of the class, you are partnered with another woman, you're partnered with another man, and you are live rolling, or AKA sparring. And you're both trying to get to dominant positions, you're both trying to get submissions, and you are put into super uncomfortable positions, and you are forced to learn how to deal with it in the moment. You're forced to learn how to get out of there and how to get into a better position. If you don't train and maybe you're thinking about it, I know that this can kind of sound a little scary, especially since we do train with other men in the room. But look how many other women train Jiu-Jitsu and how much they love it and how much they're pushing through all of the struggles and all of the scary things, and they're coming out better from it. So another sort of reoccurring theme in all of these answers is strength. Now look, I come from being active my whole life. I played soccer my whole life, I ran track, and then once I became an adult in my 20s, I started lifting weights regularly. At one point, I thought about entering into a bodybuilding competition, which I'm very happy that I decided not to do because I found Jiu-Jitsu instead. So I definitely know a thing or two about having really tough workouts, but listen, let me tell you, there is nothing like a Jiu-Jitsu training session. And not to downplay other sports, everyone works hard in the sport or the physical activity they do, but quite honestly, I just think Jiu-Jitsu is the toughest. So what are some answers about how much Jiu-Jitsu has made them stronger? Challenging myself mentally and physically. Jiu-Jitsu has made me feel more confident and strong. It's improved my confidence, safety, and health. Love that. It showed me my body's strength and what I can do with it. It's improved my cardio and body shape. I'm so much stronger physically and mentally. So why is Jiu-Jitsu such an amazing and tough workout? Let me tell you. To me, you're kind of combining all aspects of working out and physical shape in one at the same time. It's cardio, it's agility, power, stamina. You're pushing, you're pulling, and you're pushing and pulling somebody else's body weight, who is giving you resistance right back. You're using muscles that I don't even think you knew existed. I have never sweat so much in my life as I do when I train jujitsu. And I think that everyone watching this, I think you all can agree. When I'm done training, especially if it was a really, really tough session where it was just really intense in the room, I walk off the mat as if I just came out of the shower. I'm not even exaggerating. So now let's talk about the mental strength that jujitsu provides. You know, obviously it's a major physical workout, as we just mentioned, but our health is so much more than just physical health. Mental health is just as important. And thankfully, jujitsu can absolutely help with that too. So let's dive into some of these mental health benefits that jujitsu has to offer. Someone says, improved focus has helped me through anxiety and depression. Confidence, like self-esteem and perception. Focus, mental health, and body confidence. I no longer care if my hair and makeup are done. That is some serious self-confidence right there. I love that. Mental and emotional balance. So important. Words cannot express how much it helps me, helping me through my anxiety and PTSD. It for sure has helped my anxiety. Due to trauma, I've been fearful of men. I've learned to trust my male teammates and let go of the past. These are all really, really powerful, just amazing answers. And I'm so grateful that these women have felt comfortable enough to share them with me so that I can share them with the rest of the world. So let's break it down a little bit. How exactly can jujitsu help you with your anxiety, depression, any other kind of struggle that you are mentally dealing with, PTSD? So one thing in particular I think that a lot of people struggle with, and maybe a lot of people don't talk about, is social anxiety. For me, that's always been a pretty big thing, and when I think back to my childhood, I think I've always struggled with it. I'm a bit more introverted and I hate big social situations where I don't know a lot of people. Showing up to a place by myself where I don't know anyone is literally my worst nightmare. And that's kind of exactly what joining a new jiu-jitsu school is. You're stepping into this room, you're stepping on the mat with 30, 35, 40 other brand new people, and you don't know any of them, and you're forced to kind of go into this close physical contact with them. Hello, anxiety. It can be really scary, but the more that you do it, the more that you show up, the easier that it gets. For those of us that have felt general anxiety or anxiety about specific situations, maybe you struggle with anxiety, debilitating anxiety every day, I think jiu-jitsu can be so helpful with this. Hear me out. When we are rolling, when we are sparring in class, like I said, we are put into these really, really tough, these really uncomfortable situations, and naturally our body, especially when we're beginning, can go into sort of fight or flight mode, right? Like we want to get the heck out of there. But one, after training for a little while and you're constantly put into these really tough situations, you learn how to almost mentally calm down in the moment. You learn how to breathe calmly versus like hyperventilating, and you learn almost how to take in the moment and figure out where you are in this space and how you can defend yourself and how you can get out of that tough spot and put yourself into a better spot. And then two, because you're in this super tough situation and you're so uncomfortable, that doesn't leave any room for outside thinking. If you have things going on outside of jiu-jitsu in your personal life, in your work life, in your relationships, whatever is going on, when you are rolling in class, there is no room to even think about those things, because if your mind ventures away from the role that you are in that very moment, you could potentially put yourself into an even worse spot. You know, kind of like the cliche saying, the very surface level saying is anxiety is when you are focusing on the future, depression is when you are focusing on the past, and believe me, I think there's a lot more to it than that. But the point of saying that is jiu-jitsu truly forces you to be present in the moment. You are forced to just be right here in that very second when you are rolling with your partner, because if you focus on anything else, like I said, you could potentially put yourself into a way worse spot and potentially maybe hurt yourself. So if you are thinking about joining jiu-jitsu, I hope that this video gave you an idea of all of the wonderful things that it has to offer to you. I hope that this video, and I hope that all of the amazing responses that that I got from the ladies in the jiu-jitsu community kind of give you a little push to maybe call the school, maybe sign up for your first trial class. I hope that this kind of just pushed you in the right direction. Jiu-jitsu has just really incredible benefits, and even more than what we talked about in this video, but to kind of recap it. So as a woman training jiu-jitsu, I think number one, it gives you this form of self-defense. It teaches you how to protect yourself. It teaches you, I think, to first and foremost become aware of what's going on around you. It gives us amazing physical benefits. Like I said, I think that jiu-jitsu is the best workout that you could ever do. Jiu-jitsu is truly amazing for our mental health. If you are struggling with any kind of mental health issue, I am a firm believer that jiu-jitsu can be one of the components that can help you. It gives us body confidence. It teaches us how to use our bodies in ways that we didn't think that we could. It shows us that we can do more than we thought that we could, and it shows us that we can handle more than we thought that we could. For some of us, it can give us a sense of purpose. It can give us something to focus on other than the daily stressors that we deal with in life. And lastly, it gives us a sense of community. I think that as adults, something that's really difficult sometimes is making new friends. Making friends outside of work or making friends other than the people that you grew up with. Sometimes it can be challenging as an adult, but jiu-jitsu is a surefire way to meet amazing people. It's a surefire way to meet people that are like-minded as you, and really it kind of gives you this new family. So again, I hope that this video was helpful. If anyone is thinking about trying out jiu-jitsu, I hope that this video has given you that little bit of a push to go and give it a shot. I promise that it is only going to help you, it's only going to benefit you, and it's only going to make you a better person. If this video did those things for you, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed to my channel, as always, please subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. And until the next video, I will see you guys next time.